And there are a handful of like core philosophies that I think are important to understand. Like, and I'm just going to run through these where, I mean, our business, it's not broken. We're always looking to improve, but the business is kind of already working. So we're just going to capture what we're currently doing and we're bringing everybody up to that standard. Over time, we'll start to improve and optimize, but I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. We see our business as great for where it is right now. Everything that's happened to this point has got us to this point, and we're so grateful to be where we are. We're on a journey and we're continuing to grow. And that's, again, a big part of you and part of our mindset and why we look for people who want to grow with us. We also see every problem in the business is a systems problem. So if something goes wrong, rather than the business owner, the leadership team, or whatever, yelling and saying, who did this, who did that? We want to make sure that we retrain ourselves and train ourselves to always look to the system first. The first question is, if something goes wrong, was the system followed? Is it in the system? Does something need to be changed in the system? It's a different discussion if it was in the system and someone didn't follow the system. Well, then we need to look at, do adjustments need to be made to the system or to the team member? But our default positioning is to look to the systems first and understand that these systems are living documents. They're always improving. You always want to think about the team member that's coming in behind you and ask yourself, what is it that I wish I would have had when I was learning this for the first time? What additional resources could I make sure is plugged in? If I've got a question, how do I make sure the next person to come in has it easier than I did? Because systems, they make our job easier. If it adds complexity, we skip it. If you're creating systems for system's sake, we don't do that. We create systems that are helpful and useful. And we need to find that balance. And that's an important one that we need to work with you on to make sure that we don't overcomplicate things here and we try and make things as simple as possible. That said, though, when you're just getting started and you're brand new, it's incredibly helpful to go, hey, you go through your onboarding, like watching this video here, and then you might be assigned 3 to 5 systems that are relevant to your particular role. And that's a great place for you to start. And they might be done to a certain level of detail because you're brand new and you want to figure out exactly how it's done. We believe that everyone can deliver extraordinary results. With the right systems and the right steps, we can show you how to produce extraordinary outcomes, which makes you look like a rock star, which makes us want to promote you and support you. We want people like you. So systems, I see them as an 80% solution. We systemize the routine and we humanize the exception. So if there's an email template on one of our systems, you might need to customize it slightly when you send it to a customer, because we want to make sure that it feels unique and tailored to them. There are going to be times when you go through a system and there might be an exception or something needs to be tweaked, and that's okay. We're not looking for robots. I want you to think what you're doing and be conscious of it. You have to be consciously aware while you start, and then over time, that's when it starts to get internalized, but particularly at the start, you want to really think this through. And this idea to always delegate down. So that way you can work on higher and higher value tasks. You use the systems to learn the ropes to get up to speed. Then you can start to handle these higher value, or not so much higher value, but rather the exceptions to when things happen. Like if you have a look here, you might start off and you're a department head, maybe. But depending, if you're already in the business and if we want to move up, we might hire a team member underneath you so that you can pass some of those tasks that you were working on down to them. So you can then focus on higher and higher value things. Or if you're brand new, again, as you come on board, maybe you start here. And over time, we might find a new team member that comes in underneath you down here. And you can pass some of your tasks down to them because you've learned this over a period of time and now you've skilled up and you can hire or work on higher and higher value things. And over time, this is how you move up in the organization. So we're always looking to kind of delegate those tasks down over time, whether it's to an administrative assistant or a new apprentice or a new team member, or maybe we're cross-training in different departments. We always see the systems, they're one of our most valuable assets because it captures our knowledge. This is how we do things here. And it enables us to remain accountable and transparent. We're a high performance team because we're clear on the different roles and what people are doing and what success looks like. And we try and make this as clear as possible for everybody. And this idea of CANI, which is constant and never ending improvement.